Donna Hopkins, Pro Football Plus, out here with Will Harris in his 7th year coming in to play with the Commanders this time. What did you find out about yourself with your new teammates?
Um, you know, I would just say just how much, how much I've been open to just getting new perspectives from the guys and being around so many guys with a bunch of experience, a bunch of accolades behind them, so much like a bunch of wealth of knowledge within the building, man. And it's like you can lean on a bunch of guys that don't even necessarily have to be in your position. I got guys in front of me. I got Oos and Bobby in front of me. I got, Vaughn and DA and, D Wise. And, man, the list goes on. You know what I mean? Just guys in front of me, guys that, beside me that I could kind of pick their brain a little bit and see, how they kind of attack the game and how they go about their craft. These are guys who have been doing it at a high level for a long time. So it's extremely humbling for me, and it's a blessing to be around, be around my guys.
I was getting ready to say, as far as who have you picked their brain even more so that has really helped you to feel comfortable with your new teammates, because 3 teams and then you got to get used to your new teammates again. But who have you picked their brains the most that's made you comfortable?
Right. I mean, I would say, to be honest, I would say everybody. But I mean, I go back and forth with Zach Ertz every day. Just seeing, how, like, just picking his brain about, how he goes about kind of, getting open, creating space for himself. He's been doing this at a high level for a long time, you know what I mean? And he's got every route, every release, that you could possibly think of. So his craftiness and the way he's able to control his body, I mean, that's something that's been an invaluable resource for me, because I can just, I'm on it every day. With him kind of asking him, picking his brain, like, what did you see here when I was this leverage? How did you, go about attacking me? So it truly is iron sharpens iron. And, having him, over there is an amazing resource for me. Having, like I said, guys like Bobby in front of me, just seeing, sometimes it's not all about, asking him, but sometimes just watching him in front of me and how he, how he moves, how he reacts to certain looks. Those things are definitely, definitely things you could use for your benefit. So it's been amazing.
You talked about adding, as far as that goes, watching those guys. What have you added to your game at this stage of your career?
Right. I mean, I think it's always a work in progress, and I think that every year, I put an emphasis on growing, especially throughout the mental side, especially as the game continues to evolve. Coaches continue to evolve their game plans, mess with looks, mess with wide receiver splits and tight end splits. And so as the game keeps evolving, it'd be foolish not to keep evolving mentally as well with the game. You have to adapt, and you got to adapt to new looks and new ways that offenses are trying to attack you. So that's one of the things I've always prided myself on.
What motivates you at this stage, coming to this team in your career at this stage? What motivates Will Harris?
I would say personally, respect and gaining, earning, that respect from, first of all, my teammates and everyone within this building. Earning that respect and that trust from them means a lot to me. It's a priority to me. And, gaining the respect, around the league, as well. But all of that stuff comes, I mean, my job here is very simple, just to keep it, keep everything small, a day at a time, come in here and attack my work and get better at my craft every day. All the other stuff will, follow. I'm just keep my head down and, keep thanking God.
Hey, Will, as they say, one day at a time. But when you came here, what is it that you said to yourself about coming to this team, about what you wanted to see from yourself first day in?
Right. I wanted to, more than anything else, I wanted to come in here and be who they brought me here to be.
Who is that?
A guy a dependable guy, a guy who's going to come in, work his ass off, study, be there, be a good teammate, be a good dude on and off the field. And just, I play in one speed, that's pedal to the metal, you know what I'm saying? And so I pride myself on being that player, just put my head down and go. Just being all around the field, being a very physical presence, being a burst of energy. And so that's, that's something that I pride myself on. I'm, super beyond blessed, to be in this building and to have this opportunity to do this. And so, they displayed that faith by bringing me here, and it's my job to make that come alive here.
Is the game even more fun now? Are you enjoying it even the more?
100%, 100%. Man, I like to say, man, it's crazy because it's when you have these off seasons, and then you get back, man, it's just like it's hard to imagine, a life without it. And so, in that perspective, when you come back here, it's like, real ballers know. It's like, what more could you possibly want? Where else would you rather be than out here on this grass? And so, every day out here is just a blessing. And I just take it one day at a time and come out here and enjoy myself every day and have fun with my teammates.
3 teams, and you've learned probably something with each team. What have you learned most about just yourself as far as with every opportunity that you've gotten with those teams and now with the Commanders?
Right. I mean, I would say it's just been a theme of, and this is something I guess I already knew. We all know as players deep down, but you just have to stay true to yourself and not recreate yourself, but put it back on display. That's something that I take a lot of pride in. Is okay, I'm here now. I need to put it on display. They saw X, Y, and Z in me. I got not only do I have to be that guy who they saw on film. You know what I'm saying? I got to take that up 10 notches. You know what I'm saying? And I take a lot of pride in that. That means the world to me, and that's that's a part of me coming in every day and putting my head down and going hard here. So I'm super excited, highly blessed, to be in this situation, and so I look forward to it.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing Will Harris this season. Your teammates, the safety room. Wow, when you look at that safety room, wow, this is a long time in coming that Jeremy Chin was here last year. You're taking over this year. Talk about getting to know your safety room, and how do you see that group?
Man, it's great being in that room, man. It's just like the whole DB room in general, for sure. But especially that safety room, man. It's great because we're all a little different in our own way, and so you hang around guys, man. You hang around Quan, and Quan's a man, just straight ballers. You got Quan. You got T.O., who I still don't know how he moves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you look at him I don't even think, TV or the roster stats do it justice. When you see him out on the field, it's, he's a big presence and he's moving fast. And for a guy like that, that big, to have those like long arms, long legs, and be moving like that, it's scary, man. He's extremely talented and extremely athletic. And then you got guys like Revo, certified, all Pro Bowl guy. Been doing this for a long time, man, and just a bunch of guys you could lean on. Perk, my boy Percy, just super rangy, man. Can get from sideline to sideline like that. Like we got so many guys that that contribute in all different ways, and it's a beautiful thing because when we out there communicating. When we're out there, putting a roof on the defense, we like to call it, you know what I mean?
I like that.
We put a roof on the defense, and we take a lot of pride in that.
Let's talk about the defense as a whole. How do you see that, the back end? I'm not even going to talk about the front. A lot of new guys up there, but you talked a little bit about the back end, the cornerbacks, the safeties. When you look at just the talent there, it's pretty incredible. How do you see that back end of the defense?
I mean, when you got a room full of competitive, just dog-minded guys, it's a scary thing, especially when we're all on the same page. That's what this time is for, to come out here and all be on the same page, get those reps of communicating together, get those reps of playing together, see the play style of each other and how we give and receive information. The things that we help each other out on. It's amazing, man. You got a bunch of just room full of talent, You know what I mean? On the outside, you got guys who could play outside. You got guys who could play inside and outside. You got guys who could play every DB position. So it's fun having that mix up because guys just want to be out there in between them lines. And when you got a position group like that, man, that's all you could ask for. Just guys that want to be out there, not scared of the moment at all. Lights never can get too bright. So yeah, it's exciting.
Lights can never get too bright. I like that. Your coaching staff, you've been with various coaches and everything. When you came here, what really made you come here looking at this Commanders team last year, but when they approached you, what made you want to come here, and then talk a little bit about this coaching staff and what they're trying to build here?
Right. Well, the coaches, man, first of all, just talk about resources, you know what I mean? You know, just so many great coaches, you know, all of them, just so many great coaches with a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of experience. You got so many coaches, so many resources in the building that was in them past, you know, themselves. You know, when you look back, I mean, it's crazy because being able to lean on guys, just to name a few, man, you got guys like Wes in the building. You got Ryan Kerrigan in the building. Like, come on, like that's crazy. You know, like crazy resources in the coaching staff. You got Will Gay in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like guys who have done this for a long time, and then obviously you got, you know, a bunch of coaches like, you know, DQ, Coach Witt. I can go down the whole list, but
it's an all-star coaching
100%. The whole coaching staff, you know, in coaching and in playing combined, have been doing this at a high level for such a long time, and so to have those resources in the building every day at your disposal is amazing. You know, because so many different perspectives and so many different things that you could, you know, kind of ask them and learn from them every day. So it's been amazing.
The pads on too, that's when it becomes real.
That's when it's real. We rolling now. Yeah.
Talk about rolling. I always try to get the fans to know the player outside of football, to know a little bit about who they are outside of football. So what would you want the fans to know as you come to the Washington area? What would you want the fans to know about number 3, Will Harris?
Man, you know, I love to get out there. I love to catch the vibe of, you know, the community. I love to be out, you know, in the community. I like to do things with, you know, I love the kids. You know, when I was a kid growing up, you know, we always had, you know, Boys and Girls Club, different things like that. So that's something I definitely intend on being involved with. Anyone who sees this, if you're involved in something, just, you know, with kids in general or just in any extracurricular thing, you know, hit me up, DM, like whatever on Instagram, man. I get out and about a little bit. You know, other than that, man, I'm out the way. I'll go to the range the golf range a little bit, and you know, just a little.
Hey, Will, you're gonna make me. Hey, Will, you're gonna make me pull out my golf club.
Come on now. We could bring the sticks out for sure. We could bring this. It's a good little, you know, off day activation. You know what I'm saying? Keep everything fluid. So, you know, that's one of them things. The golf game can never be good enough. So it's something like that. It teaches, you know, there's a lot of crossover with the golf discipline to football. I mean, no matter how big, strong, fast you are, you got to be technically sound, or else you're gonna be OB. You're gonna be wide left or wide right. So definitely a lot of discipline crossover for sure.
Okay, there you got it. You got to learn a little bit more about number 3, Will Harris. Love golf, but if you got anything going on with kids and everything, look him up.
And I heard about them crab cakes too. See, I haven't been able to get out like that, but through the grapevine, I heard about them crab cakes over here. I heard it's crazy, like seafood in general. So
yes.
That's definitely something that I'm trying to get into for sure out here.
I will. I'm the person. That's
Okay.
my favorite of all time.
Okay.
If you want crab places, crab cake places,
Yeah.
I'll give you a list of great places
the
because this is the area for the crab cake.
That's right. Hey, send me the list. Just like everything else, DM me, whatever, message me, you know, send it through somebody, send me the list. Send me your food list for sure.
That's all right.
No doubt.
Will, he's looking for those crab places. I'm going to let him go because he's been out here practicing. He's ready to get into the building, but I appreciate him taking the time out. Donna Hopkins, Pro Football Plus, out here in week number 2 as we get ready for the first preseason game.
That's right.